Hi, I'm Turk Strawman at Taranki Ramaturaka. Excuse me. Thank you for selecting this second video on the laws of order and sequence, or applying orderly sequence to your life to get started, just as a preliminary start in self-mastery. But before I get started here, in the second video content, if you like the video by the time it's over, then please remember to give it a thumb up. And if you haven't done so already, then please take the time right now to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell feature. And as always, share the joy of the channel with others. And with those things now having been humbly requested, orderly sequence. Okay, in the first video, I made a suggestion to set your personal atmosphere, your personal environment, more specifically, at home and in your workplace. Get things more in order, get them cleaned up. And I had mentioned in that first video that I had once made a video just like that some years ago, and somebody commented, "Hey, but I don't like to do that. I prefer to have things a little bit, more slipshod." What are you, the neatness police? So I gave a good reason to go ahead and do this anyway, regardless of how sloppy you like to have things in your home environment. A good reason to go ahead and do it anyway. But now you may raise the question, you may raise the concern, but whenever I follow some kind of a structure, a regime, a routine, a structured routine, I feel like I'm in a cage. I feel, in other words, like I've lost some of my freedom. I feel like I have forfeited some freedom of action and freedom of being. I feel kind of trapped, like maybe in a rut, and caged. Okay, so I want to address that. I understand that concern. I have felt the same way. More so earlier in my life, for various reasons, than I do now, than I would now. I have a little bit less structure in my life that is imposed upon me by outside influences, because I'm retired now. So it's not so much of a concern for me anymore. But nonetheless, I do understand this concern. I do understand that feeling of being encaged. So, I agree. There is an initial or superficial or immediate sense of loss of freedom when following a structured routine. However, the gratification, or the the gratification, let's say, if we're talking immediate gratification versus delayed gratification in this context, then the gratification is delayed, and it is greater than the immediate is. If the immediate is, if I don't have structured routines, or if I'm not living in accordance with structure or orderly sequence, well then I right away, I have this greater sense of freedom. But bear in mind that freedom of action comes within structure. Anarchy and total chaos do not mean freedom. What it means is, you're kind of restricted, because everything's chaotic. There's no efficiency. Things are not done efficiently that way. That was pointed out pretty much in the first video. So what I'm addressing here right now goes hand in hand with that. Freedom, it comes through structure. When you have a structure to work within, then you're free to, then your actions within that are more free. And there's a big difference. I would like you to tune into this if you have this feeling of being encaged. with respect to structure, acting within the structure, orderly sequence. There's a big difference between outside influence imposed structure in your life and your own generated, self-created, self-generated structure. One is yours. The other one is not. One meets other people's agendas. The other meets yours. So the freedom gained and the self-management that is gained from following my suggestion here is greater. Those are greater than any results of something, that's from external sources and meets someone else's requirements. And any immediate gratification you get with respect to a sense of freedom from just having no structure at all. All right, I hope that helps with the feeling of being trapped or in a rut or encaged by anything along the lines of my suggestion here in the first place in this two-part series so far. Start at home. Apply the laws of order and sequence to your own environment. That'll help clean up your mind too, of course. Help get it a little bit under better control. It'll set the stage. Something you can see. Something you live in. You influence your personal environment. And you influence your own internal personal atmosphere in turn this way. All right. Did you like the video? Well, then give it a thumb up, please. Subscribe to the channel. Activate the notification bell feature. Share the joy of the channel with others. And remember, you heard it here with the Ranki Rama Chiraka. I'm Turk Stroman. Go be well.